Today, I wanted to talk about the comic Absolute, books one, and I have book two as well. This is an interesting little story. It is by Jason Bascom from Unhinged Entertainment. I always like that name. This was an interesting story. It reminded me of almost like a Frank Miller-esque kind of style of book in terms of the art. But before I get into that, let me just give you a brief kind of synopsis of what it's about. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, oh my gosh, not another one of those, Jason was very clever with this one. It is unique. In this story, the apocalypse or revelation occurred when these hive mind type aliens came to Earth, and they were kind of clever about it. They came kind of disguised as each major religion's deity. So everyone thought, oh, great, the Messiah's come, the saviors come to Earth. Before everyone realized it, it was like, psych, nope, these are invaders. They came to invade our planet. In a last-ditch effort to try to save the planet, the powers that be, they tried to send up nukes, and unfortunately that didn't work. The aliens are very advanced. And so rather than destroying the aliens, it actually had an impact on the survivors. One of the main characters, a bounty hunter, who kind of reminded me of Marv from Sin City. He ends up running into this girl who is a thief, and she's broken into, I guess this is about the third time she's broken into the headquarters of the hive mind aliens, and she's taken some of their tech. And as you can see here, she's trying to make her getaway, and she makes this portal and she's able to make her escape. Unfortunately, she lands in the midst of some more unsavory people, and they try to harass her, give her a hard time. She says no, she's not going to have any of that, and she makes quick work of them. And it just so happens that our main guy, the Marv type character, he meets her, kind of claps and says, well done, kid. They end up kind of having a common goal, and they team up. These are the aliens, really cool looking. They're really menacing. They're essentially omnipotent because, I think they can kind of read the minds and penetrate the thoughts of people. And so it's really hard to try to plan an uprising against them, obviously, because they can see it coming. And again, you can see that the art style in this book, it's reminiscent of Frank Miller's style, with the heavy lines, the blacks, the shadowing and everything, all the little details. And it's interesting what Jason does, because it kind of goes from, you'll have points where it's a very detailed page here, then you get kind of a loose, frenetic type of style. We have the scene where he's trying to kind of make a plan with Danielle, and all hell kind of breaks loose in the bar, and you get to see his powers a little bit here, each panel framing the action, making it interesting. Oh, there was this one page here, I gotta find it. It was like the craziest number of panels I've ever seen in my life in a comic. Okay, here we go. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 24 panels on a page, like top that. That is an awesome amount of panels. But props to Jason for just saying, you know what, I'm going for it, going ham. But yeah, they have this really interesting fight, kind of ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. I don't want to spoil too much of it. And they kind of get themselves in a little pickle. Book 2 continues the story. He has been captured. They're trying to torture him with rats. And again, how I was mentioning earlier about some of these people that were affected by the fallout. Look at this little guy. And you just look at him, he just looks ratty and creepy. Like you picture him being a dungeoneer, torture type person. It's a very creative story. I found it captivating, compelling. The art, even though it's frenetic in some spots and it might be a little too loose for some people, I enjoyed it. It feels raw. It has a lot of energy. You go from a lot of details in some panels to just very minimalist kind of style in others. I really enjoyed this comic a lot. My only complaint would be that I wish that it went one more book, we would have had a chance to get to know the new characters that were introduced a little bit more. Another thing I wanted to mention was I love the creative use of dialogue. He got very creative with his swearing in here. It makes you think a little bit more, so which is kind of funny to say about swearing. But I really love this world. I'd like to see him possibly go back to it and maybe flesh it out a little bit more. There would be some reasons why it might be a little bit tricky to do that, which I don't want to go into because that would involve spoilers. But the characters are interesting, and the ones that were introduced, perhaps we could learn some more about them. So that's my thoughts again about Absolute 1 and 2. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.